Steven, what's up, dude? How you doing, man?
Steven!
Yeah, 21 years old. It's wild.
Yeah.
My sister and some families were saying it the other day. Hey, Steven, he's turning 21. I'm like, no. There's no way.
Yep.
Time, dude. Gone. Flies by.
See, that's I've started noticing that with family members, obviously all like my nephews and nieces and cousins, and like you still just always see them as the little kids. Not saying we're these, but I mean, you got what? He's 21. You got 17 years on the kid. That's wild. That's wild.
It's just wild watching him grow up. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Now he's a grown man. The other last year, because we do that camping trip every year up north with my dad, and him and I last year were the last ones out by the fire, and it's dark. All you can see is silhouette. And I remember sitting there talking to him. I'm like, dude, that outline is my nephew. Like that's a man. That's a man over there.
What are you doing? Staying up until the wee hours with a 20-year-old?
Camping. What are you? I'm not going to bed early.
You were 37 at the time. Go to bed.
No. The fire is blazing. I got some whiskey in my hand. We're sitting by the fire. I'm going the long route. Actually, you know what? I slept by the fire that night, I think. Or I might have passed out by the fire. There might be a slight difference.
Everyone else, and let me guess, what time did you get up the next day? Probably later.
Early.
No, you were probably the last.
Ask my dad.
You were the last one up. It was probably like noon.
Nope, absolutely not. Here's why. I'll tell you a fact. I never get up late around my dad. That's the worst thing you can do around my dad is sleep in. He's an old military guy. He's like, you should be up at like 4 doing cows.
Well, Dad, I just went to bed at 4. How can I get up at 4 if I went to bed at 4? Unbelievable.
He won't let me sleep till noon. Give me a break.
You gotta stay. When are you gonna learn? Don't try and do that this year. You die. You will die.
Hey, I will say there's a day you pay. You got to make it up. I can get up fine. I can have like 4 hours of sleep and be fine. But the next day, that's when it starts wearing on me.
I'm mad when my nap's not 4 hours. You kidding me? It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It texted you the other day and like, I'm sorry to get back to you. I just got up for my nap. I'm like, what time is it?
Yeah. I do it.
It's not a nap.
I nap every day. Usually,
how do you nap that late and then go to bed early?
Because I like to sleep.
Amazing.
I like to sleep. That's one of my favorite things to do is sleep. It's great.
Jesus.
Great.
Still skin over here.
What day was that? That was I can't remember. But yeah, I usually take a nap from like 1:30 to 2:30. That's usually what it is. That's usually my nap time. And then I'm good. And I'm ready to go, and I'm ready for bed by 8:30. So it's nice. Yeah. I told you I could sleep for 12 hours. I'm like, if I got 12 hours awake, 12 hours of sleep, that's a perfect day in my mind right there.
That's wild.
Beautiful.
See, I can't do that. Mine, yes, I can do that. But mine stack up. I like stack it up for 2 weeks, and then there's one day where it's like, good night. See you later. I'll see you tomorrow because I am.
That's why I can't wait to be retired. And really all you have to do is just like do whatever you want and then sleep. That's like you just get to just do retirement stuff and then sleep, and it's glorious.
You know how I imagine that? Waking up, like whenever you wake up, there's no alarm, and you go out to the back slider in your robe and you have the coffee in your hand, and you're just kind of looking around, hearing the birds, and you're like, you don't have anything to do.
Nothing.
What do we do today?
What are you going to do today? Whatever I want. Maybe take a nap. We do that. I don't know, man.
I go have another cup of coffee.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
It sounds delightful.
Anyway, go to bed, Hunter, at a reasonable time, for God's sakes. Unbelievable. Anyway, well, hey, welcome to it. It is the Plan B Morning Show. Don't forget, we are streaming. Find us on all your favorite platforms. And, of course, make sure you head over to the Plan B Show YouTube page. Subscribe to that for web-exclusive content, including the Plan B After Show podcast we can review a little bit later on. We wasted a bunch of time. There was something I wanted to do. You know what? Maybe I'm going to do it real quick here because it's too good not.
What is time on this show?
That's true. So this is for anyone who maybe is having a rough start to your day. Maybe you had a rough week and you need a little pick-me-up. So Arnold Schwarzenegger was recently at the Academy Awards, and he talked about something that is coming, that is being released, a new movie and there's a great audio clip. So this is just to cheer everyone up.
Godzilla.
That's it.
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger saying,
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
dude, he's been an American citizen for how long? Since the 80s?
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Is that G?
Godzilla.
It's GAHSILL.
Godzilla.
Zilla.
Godzilla.
I don't know why it made me so happy. Because, yeah, like the new Godzilla X is being released this weekend. And it's just.
Godzilla. Godzilla.
Why does he always like? He
Uh,
always has that in like some word.
it's always like phlegm in his throat. And it's like Arnold is always trying to.
Godzilla.
Oh, no, wait. Hashu!
Godzilla.
Oh, thank you, Arnold. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's funny.
Godzilla.
I don't know why that cracked me up. I heard it.
It always goes up, like in some words.
Yeah.
Get down,
Godzilla.
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 Danny.
Yeah, it does. He's got that.
Ah,
He's probably, he's got to push so hard through that thick
Christ,
neck.
there's so
of
much
his.
muscle in there.
Godzilla.
I love it so much.
Does anybody else talk like that? Anybody give these people air? What?
Get to
When
the
he said
chopper.
that little recall, I was like, rewind that. What?
Godzilla.
Give these people air.
Yeah.
Air.
Godzilla.
I mean, it's just great.
Like, where did you hear that from? Like, I said air.
Yeah.
And I get it. You got an accent. You're from a different country, but damn. Yeah.
Like my 2.5-year-old daughter could say
Yeah.
Godzilla better than Arnold Schwarzenegger. can.
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Come on.
Come on, Godzilla, do it. Get in the chopper. Give these people air. What? All right, one more.
Godzilla.
Anyway, I just figured that made me happy. It'd probably make everyone else happy. All right.
Yeah.
Now can we move on? Should we
We
move
can
on?
move on. We can move on.
Folks, let's do it. It's time for your morning dump.
Godzilla.
Oh,
As
God.
always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump
That.
Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-77
77.
or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Yeah, pump it. Hand a pump here.
Especially if you have that Godzilla sized. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
And you need it pumped.
if it looks like Godzilla used your restroom,
Godzilla.
call Pump That Septic. There
Right.
you go. Nice. I like it.
Like that?
God, who was here? Who would do this?
My God.
Godzilla.
That's who did it. Thank you, Arnold. Thank you for telling us. Anyway, pumpthatseptic.com. The Easter Bunny will be extra generous this year. According to stats from Wallet Hub, spending for Easter this year is expected to be $22 billion.
What?
About 177 per person celebrating. 3.1 billion spent on candy, 3.4 billion spent on gifts, 3.5 billion will be spent on clothing to look your Easter best, and 7.3 billion will go towards food for the big Easter spread.
How do people have kids? How do you afford anything? How do you have more than one? How do you even have one?
Easter baskets aren't cheap, all that stuff.
It's
Well,
insane. Out of the 9 holidays we have, like it's getting expensive, ladies and
What
gentlemen.
I think is crazy is that this is a religious holiday and we've turned it into a commercial holiday.
All right.
In the 22 billion. I feel like every holiday we've done a story on, like Halloween is going to be 12 billion, Christmas 36. We're in the billions for everything now.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything has been commercialized where we just spend and spend and spend. I mean, the 177 per person
Mhm.
for Easter.
How many kids? And I get there's like really young kids that they're out of the equation, but kids
Yeah.
that are a little bit older and should know what the holiday is about.
Very few.
Very few.
It's now again. It's me. I don't know why Easter baskets are a thing. I don't know the meaning behind that. I don't think it's a religious thing. I really don't.
It's to keep the kids occupied. It's because the parents need something to keep
know
the
what it
kids occupied, to keep them happy.
I know what it is. Easter baskets and all the candy and everything was designed by parents who needed something to hold over their children's heads when they went to church that Sunday morning and said, look, if you act a fool at Easter service,
No eggs.
no eggs,
No
no
eggs.
chocolates,
No candy.
Easter Bunny's not going to, right?
No Bazooka
If-
Joes.
Nothing. No little Sacagawea coins.
Yeah.
Right? Put in your piggy bank. If you act up in church on Easter Sunday,
Yeah.
that's it. That could be the only logical thing because that worked on me.
How many are still
what I
going to church? So I don't know about you, but we had to go Sunday school. So parents would go to church.
Yep.
Then we would go to like a different room where all the kids went for Sunday school. But then we would come back for like the last quarter of church and get like the final,
Yeah. So
we would go to somebody's house and the eggs would all be laid out.
You take it for Easter
for
specifically.
Easter Sunday.
I mean, we went to church almost every Sunday because my mom taught Sunday school.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she did that because she knew if she didn't, we wouldn't go. So we would go to early service and then we would go to Sunday school and then we would be done. Or if we talked my dad out of it, he would take us to Hardee's instead and we would get breakfast at Sunday school. It would always depend. But for Easter, we would always go and then we do the Sunday school and then we'd come home. We do, the big, we do the Easter egg hunt and all that good stuff. We get our baskets and everything because, nothing says the raising of Christ after 3 days after being,
a bunch of candy and eggs.
And candy and eggs and
you know what I loved about
commercialism, right? Yeah.
I'd be finding eggs like 2 months after. Like I'd be doing something in the yard and be like, candy. I'd still eat it.
Yeah. If the raccoons didn't get to it, or if the animals didn't get to it. So yeah, we always did the painting of the Easter eggs and everything too.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it was fun.
Yeah, the dipping thing where you dip one half and then you flip it. And
just a mess in the kitchen.
Did you ever do the ones where it was the wrap? You just kind of wrap it, kind of how they wrap cars now, and you dunk it in the hot water and suck to it.
No, we never did that. It was always just like the water with the food coloring, and then you dip the egg in different ways.
Please tell me you had a golden egg.
We never did that. No, we never did the golden egg. So
that was all I thought about during church, Sunday school, the week before.
Yeah,
because my grandma, she loved doing the golden egg, and my grandma would hook it up. Yeah, I want to say there's like a 50 in there, like something crazy as a kid. Like if you got $50 as a kid, that's all I thought about.
Dude, $50 as a kid in the 90s. What's up, Richie Rich? When's your private helicopter getting here? Good
For real though, it's no joke.
Yeah.
I found it 2 years in a row, and like my brother, I think, was devastated, or it was either my brother or my cousin, and I think I had to give it up. Like, you won it last year, Hunter. Just we'll give you extra candy. It's $50. We'll have to buy my own candy.
Yeah, no, finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
Right. I found it.
Yeah. Jesus didn't die on the cross and then rise 3 days later for me to share this 50 that I found fair and square, Grandma.
Right. And this is no joke. Not lying when I say this.
Yeah.
There's still a $50 golden egg floating around there from 1992. I remember this specific year.
Wow.
Nobody found it. Grandma hit it well. And you know what? Grandma, where is it? She didn't remember.
Yeah. No,
She's like,
Grandpa found it and he pocketed that 50. That's what he did.
Yeah. Grandpa
should have hit it better, Helen. You should have.
Get a couple extra few rounds of golf there.
When did you get an extra 50? Huh? I don't know. Anyway, well, happy Easter. And hey, no screwing around in church or you don't get your Easter basket. Okay, or knock it off. Knock it off. What about this? From Easter to old people doing it. Old people are getting friskier than ever, according to research that found a huge spike in the number of sexually transmitted infections over the past 10 years with our senior citizens. A new study, which will be presented at a medical convention in Spain next month, shows that STIs among people over the age of 55 have doubled compared to a decade ago. The study blames the spike on rising divorce rates, less condom use, the availability of drugs like Viagra, more older adults living together in retirement communities, and an increased use of dating apps.
Does that like change your cougar fetish a little bit, Brock?
No.
Didn't even think about it.
No,
absolutely not.
No. I'm telling you what. She's got those nice big freckly boobs.
Hey, those aren't freckles. Those aren't freckles, by the way.
She's got those alimony checks. I'm playing connect the dots on those bad boys.
Oh God.
She's cashing those alimony checks. She's got the nice tan.
Yeah.
Drive around in that convertible Mercedes.
Mhm.
I'll risk it. All right.
It's full of gonorrhea. But you know what?
What's a little syphilis to bang a hot older? Come on,
Hey, Capone.
Come
Take a
on.
step back there.
But see, I mean, it makes sense when you look at all those things. And of course, there's more old people having casual hookups. You know what I mean?
I think it has something to do with the times too. Times are just different. Like I mean, I'm not
Right.
saying like the 60s and 50s, 60s, 70s are all hoity-toity, like
Yeah.
but I feel like it's a little more loose now. No pun intended.
Surgery for that.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Oh,
it's just what you see on TV is sexualized. It's like it's sex is everywhere now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look left, look right. You'll find something that
For the older people too, again, they were very repressed. I mean, like, the hookup culture was not a thing for them.
they
So
didn't
now,
have Tinder. They
Yeah.
didn't have
yeah,
all of these apps that you can go to and find somebody.
you stayed with one
Immediately.
person, and whoever died first, and the other person just was celibate from that point. Well, now we're like, wait, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that.
That's sad,
I mean,
but it's true.
yeah, just go get it. Go get it wet, grandma. What?
God,
Who do you think's more promiscuous, older guys or older ladies? I think the older
guys.
ladies. I think the older ladies.
Promiscuous? No,
I
there's
think
so
the
many
older
creepy
ladies are
old dudes
people-
out there. Have you ever been out? Ever?
I don't know. I feel like like an old housewife, right? Some lady, Janet.
All right, hey, go out somewhere with Kiki and
Well,
take
here-
her over
okay.
to the table. Take her over to the table that has like 6 or 7 60-year-old plus dudes at the table.
Yeah,
And
but
then
that
sit
doesn't
back
mean-
and watch their eyes.
That doesn't mean they're getting it more. See, I think it's easier for the
Right,
lady.
right.
That's what I mean. Much like it is for in all of life.
Oh,
All-
right. Right. Since
Exactly.
you were born? What? You don't have to be 70 for that.
I'll be honest, like a 72-year-old woman probably has a better chance of getting laid than like a 22-year-old dude at this point. Some
100%.
22-year-old guy spitting game, and then
Yep.
you got 72-year-old Janice.
She just winks at you,
Yeah, she's
especially
getting-
you. Across the bar. Is that the look? Is that
I think
that your smile?
either either she's having a stroke and wants you to come over there and
Why-
say hi.
Do that
bye.
again. Do that again. You know, you look like Robert De Niro. You look like Robert De Niro if you had a little mole right there.
I do. I was like, right. Hey, man, you talking to me? Anyway, yeah. So that's where it's at. So I want everyone to right now imagine your divorced grandmother or old people in your life.
Yeah.
They're all just out there hooking up, just
Wow.
loose skin and dentures and all, just getting
Take
it.
those out, right?
Don't mix up the Ben Gay with the KY because you'll have a bad the old folks home.
It's on fire.
Ah. Anyway, all right, that is your morning dump. We'll be back.
Jesus.
Oh,
Godzilla. Be right back.
good morning, Scott.
What's up, Scott?
Brock is a man child. You're damn right I am. You really are a caveman, Brock. I feel like that's how they live. Just sleep and not get eaten. Yeah. You go out, do a little hunting, unga bunga, go back to the cave. Good morning, CJ, you ass.
What's up, you ass?
Good morning, Chewy. Go get your Cadbury eggs and have a happy Easter. I do like the
Hey,
Cadbury.
hey, Cadbury is way better than Peeps, obviously, but I
Yeah.
still was on the fence with Cadbury. That's like the chocolate egg filled with what?
You got like a cream in there, like a Boston cream,
Yeah,
a Peter North cream.
yeah, that's
It's a lot. That's the thing. It's
a
a
lot.
lot of cream. It's just kind of off
Do
putting.
they have bite-sized ones?
Yeah, they do have smaller ones. Yeah.
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 Hey, what's the best Easter candy?
The money shot eggs.
Oh God. Have you seen so like the solid?
Actually, there's a study. No, I'll tell you right now. The number one now, they just released it. Is the the Reese's peanut butter eggs are the number one candy now.
Always number one. It's
Yeah.
always been
Those
number
are
one.
good. No, for a long time,
They're good, but
as far as Easter is concerned,
you know what I would rather have than that? Just solid chocolate. You know how expensive a solid chocolate bunny is now?
you
I
get
saw
like
them at the
those-
store the other day. I'm
Like,
like,
that big,
big
right?
one?
Yeah, solid
holy
chocolate.
smokes, how much?
That was always such a bummer when you'd bite into it and it was hollow. You're
Hollow.
like,
Damn it. Doesn't taste the
hardly
same either.
anything here.
You know?
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Those milk chocolate solid
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Well,
I
it's a
remember as
lot
a
of
kid to get
chocolate,
the
so-
solid one, start with the ear.
Yeah. I always start at the ass.
Yeah.
There's actually there's a fun old cartoon where it here, I'll tell you. Hunter and I were talking about Easter candy off air. Of course, I made it inappropriate, but there is a really funny cartoon. He was talking about the solid chocolate Easter bunnies, which that's a specialty. Most of them are hollow. You bite into it, you're disappointed, but you get the solid ones. But there was a great old cartoon, and I remember this because it's just funny. It was like a Bizarro World from like a Sunday morning comics, but it's two chocolate Easter bunnies, and the one bunny has a bite out of his ass, and then the other bunny has his ears bitten off, and the bunny with the bite in his ass goes, my someone bit my butt, and then the one without the ears goes, huh? And I don't know why. I always like that one. It's just a good. Yeah, it's just funny. Huh? Because he got his ears bit off. It's funny. It's good stuff. Clean jokes.
It's the cleanest thing you've ever said on the show.
I know, right? That's the cleanest joke I've ever told. So,
What's up,
anyway.
Dad?
Well, hey, welcome to it. It's the Plan B Morning Show. We are streaming. Make sure you find us on all your favorite platforms. Also, head over to the Plan B Show YouTube page. Subscribe to that for web exclusive content as well. Right now, though, it's time for sports. As always, sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, bud.
Bud Distributing, getting you stocked up with delicious Bud Light, tall, cool Budweisers, other delicious drinks so you can keep the Easter party going. That's right, drinking with Jesus. As always, remember to drink responsibly. Drink wiser with Bud Distributing.
Hey, bud. There we
I
go.
can see Jesus cracking open a tall, cool Budweiser. He
Well,
probably
he
like that.
turned water into wine. He knows what booze is. That's for sure.
I like to picture my Jesus in a tuxedo t-shirt, big
Yeah.
wings.
What is that?
That's from Rick Talladega Nights.
Yeah. Nice.
He's up on stage singing lead vocals for Leonard Skinner, and I'm just in the front row, hammered drunk. Love it. Anyway.
Hey, let's get to some scores real quick from last night. Clemson beating Arizona 77-72. Kind of a close match there. And officially brackets are getting more destroyed. I don't even use destroyed anymore. Just absolutely. Here it is. Oh, no. I have replaced it.
Okay. That's how you.
What?
That's how you sound when you got a Spumoni. What?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Let's see. UConn winning last night, 82-52. That was like the most lopsided game last night. Had it on the TV the other on the side there, and kind of just peeked over it twice. I'm like, damn, 30 points.
We didn't really mention that in the last hour. We said the score, but dude, a 30-point deficit at the end of that game.
You typically don't see it too much later on in the tournament, and it's like mid-tournament now, I guess. But still, those are like the first games you see, to get into the tournament with it being that lopsided. But yeah, not a chance last night. UConn looking good, man. Alabama, big game last night, and went to bed at halftime because they started at like 9:50. And I got the first half in, and I'm like, I gotta. And UNC, North Carolina, was up at half. I'm like, they're gonna win this game, it seems like, but no, they did not. Alabama winning 89-87 last night in a pretty big upset there. I think a lot of people had UNC in their final.
Well, number four Alabama versus number 1 UNC. Like, all right. I mean, number 4 is no slouch.
No, it's no slouch.
I mean, it's UNC, man. It's the Tar Heels. Come on. So yeah. Sorry, Ben. We got a buddy Ben out there who's a huge fan of UNC. Almost too much. It's kind of weird. Illinois.
Zilla.
What? What does that have to do with? You hit the wrong button?
I did. I had something else there and I screwed it up, but it's all right. We're gonna go with it. Move on. I had the wrong thing. I had the wrong thing queued up. It's all right.
All right. Illinois beating ISU 72-69. Another close matchup there. There are some games tonight, actually, a night full of games. Let's see. North Carolina State going to be playing Marquette, 7:09. Gonzaga is how they say it. Gonzaga, however you say it. Playing Purdue, 7:39 tonight. Duke in Houston at 9:39. And Tennessee, is it Creighton?
Creighton, yep.
9:59.
Nice.
So yeah, a night full of basketball. So if you're into it, there you go. Put your bets down. Lay your bets down. We did last night and didn't win anything.
Oh, no?
0-0.
That's how it always goes.
Yeah.
How it always goes.
All right, hey, let's talk about the now retired Jason Kelce. This is a story. Here we go. Played over 20 games on Monday Night Football when he was a member of the Philadelphia Eagles, as we all know. Now the less famous of the Kelce brothers is being wooed to appear on Monday Night Football every week. ESPN has reportedly set their sights on adding Kelce to their pregame show as a shakeup of the analysts talking about each week's game. ESPN does have some competition, as NBC, CBS, and Amazon have openings on their pregame shows as well. So, hey, yeah, Jason Kelce off the field into the booth. How does that process work? Do you have to, like, obviously you have to be a significant, like a Pro Bowler. You got to be in the Hall of Fame, probably.
Not necessarily. No, because you look at some of the guys. I mean, again, it's hard for us because, like, Chris Collinsworth, we weren't watching football when he was, playing, or at least we don't remember it at the tail end of his career. I don't know how
ridiculous.
I don't know how much he has. I mean, a lot of them are fairly, but I don't think you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt Ryan's doing stuff.
Yeah.
That's the guy who got beat by the biggest comeback in NFL history in the Super Bowl.
He got in there from them just feeling bad for him.
Yeah, it's true. Like, remember that time when you were up? You were up, like, I believe it was 27 points in the Super Bowl. You thought it was a lock.
Just give him a sideline gig.
Something.
Give him a mic. Don't plug it in. You don't have to plug it in.
Just invite him. Just invite him.
We feel bad. That was a bad loss.
I'm sure there's a vetting because, you don't want someone coming on there who's, a dud. And Kelce is he's a outgoing person. I think he's the podcast too.
He's great.
He's already kind of proven himself that way.
That probably helped him into it a lot.
For sure.
Just following with the podcast, them seeing it and knowing, like, oh yeah, this guy could definitely do things behind
right.
Doesn't bother him, blah blah blah. Go from there. And hey, it's nice to have people in the booth that actually played.
Well, because Alan brought up Joe Buck. So, because here's what I always look at is that it's usually you always have like the sportscaster, the guy who has always been just the broadcaster. He was never really he never played, but he knows the game in and out. You know what I mean? And he's stats, like he knows all the stats. And then you have the athlete who is well-spoken, understands the game on the field. And that's usually when you look at the matchup, it's like Nance and Romo. Like, it's a great pairing right there,
I think so too. So some people are starting to hate Romo for some reason, but he's learning. I mean, he's great. He's calling plays before they're called. It's wild.
Why people might be getting a little burnt out is because, like, the surprise isn't there. Yeah. Like, when he calls it, it's not like when they do exactly what he said. Maybe they're like, well, I wanted that flea flicker to be a surprise.
Here's what I think it is. I think him hearing the response of people loving the pre-play call, him reading defenses in the booth and telling us what's going on, he probably hears that and it's like, oh, okay, let's keep it going. Give him more. And there is such thing as too much. Yeah, we're like, you got to give it to Jim, dude. You got to give it to let Jim take care of some of this over here.
Right.
Like it's almost too much. And I think that's why people are getting a little upset.
Yeah.
Where in the beginning, he was like kind of weary. He's like, this is new to me. I don't know my boundaries yet. So I'm just going to give him really the meat and potatoes and get out.
And then you got Joe Buck, who we all just hate for no reason.
Yeah.
F you, Joe Buck. You shut your mouth.
I never. Did you ever hate him? You hate him, right?
No, I mean, I don't. I'm indifferent to Joe Buck, but it's just funny because out of all the people, we're all just like,
If I were to say, I hate Joe Buck, and then somebody were to ask me, well, why? I would be like, oh, yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I can't think of a reason.
You know,
Is it his voice? Is it his?
it's just general demeanor, just his face.
Dude, the guy is an insane worker. He does he broadcasts like 5 games a week,
and he's been broadcasting for a long time. I don't know. So maybe it's the Nickelback effect. Like he's just everywhere. So we're just
everywhere,
like,
and you don't like it.
There's no reason, like none, to hate him. But we're like, F you, Joe Buck. F you, Joe Buck.
But it's a voice that you can relate. Not you hear it, and if it's not there, much like watching like a Division II college game, like you listen to the announcers and you're like, this is weird. Like I've never heard these people.
I'm absolutely that way. Like I can't listen to, and I'll be super bummed when Larry and Rock leave the Packers radio network for me, because I love listening to the Packer games.
Yeah,
we got Wayne Larrivee and Rock Johnson that are awesome. They've been the voice for a long time. Whenever they leave, I'm gonna be like, I don't know if I like this. You know what I mean? Like I can't listen to any other broadcasters.
It's like the guy from the NBA. Like I always remember the Jordan era. And what's his name? Marv? A sensational play.
Yeah.
Michael, sensational. That guy, like that's the voice of NBA for me. Not Dick Vitale. That's college for me. Dick Vitale is the college guy. But Marv, what's his name? Marv. Anyway. It's weird how you attach things to voices over time just by watching.
Right.
Like it was weird when John Madden wasn't there and Pat Summerall. Like that was a thing through the 90s for me. Like that. Those are the guys. But anyway, we're gonna see Kelsey up there now.
F you, Joe Buck. Perfect.
Why?
I don't know. Just cause.
Anyway, hey, we got a topic to get to, man. So let's wrap it up there.
All right, is that good? That's all you got? Anything else? Okay. All right, sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
We'll be back.
You see the guy who goes into like the music stores, like Guitar Center and whatnot, and plays the NFL themes on the keyboards. People are like, damn.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's that hard, right?
I mean, hard for us.
Yeah, well, of course, obviously. Good morning, Eric.
Eric.
Everyone's good morning, Amanda. Good morning, Alan.
What's up?
Good morning, Jody. Good morning, Michelle.
Yo.
Good morning,
Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Right, we got everyone on there. Hold on. CJ said we need more of the Madden cam in the NFL for the viewers to see what's going on. I do miss Madden circling stuff. That was always great.
Yeah. You got this guy over here, and then boom, and then he comes back around, and then you got that guy over there, and then hey, boom, hey, that guy looks like he got hit by a freight train.
Circle here, circle there, boom.
All right, yo, Fox Cadoodle.
Yep. I like that. They did that in The Replacements. Great movie, the Keanu Reeves movie.
Yeah.
And they have him, and like he just goes like as he's circling. You got this guy here, and it's
like funny. The old school Skadoodle too was like real thick, like the real thick yellow lines, you know, because you had the old school TV that didn't have.
Yeah. Love it.
Oh, John Madden, man.
He only coached the Raiders, right? He wasn't on. He didn't coach anybody else, did he?
I mean, I couldn't tell you for sure, but I think you're right.
Bam, bam, bam.
Hey, John Madden, boom.
John Madden, boom. And he was in the Little Giants too, wasn't he?
Was he?
He made a cameo in the Little Giants, right?
I think.
What a great movie. That's one of the greatest sports movies of all time.
That's
yeah, he was in there. Yep, he made a little cameo too.
That's what's his name from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? He's in
Rick
Little Giants. Yeah, he's the coach, right?
Well, you got Rick Moranis, you got Ed O'Neill.
God, Rick Moranis. That might be another actor. Name it bad. Well, what's that one? Rocky Horror Picture Show or something.
No. Pet Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? Or Little Shop of Horrors. That's what
I saw that the other day, just in passing on TV.
No.
There are a lot of great Rick Moranis movies, though. I mean, all of them, right?
Yeah, when you look at his lineup
with a short amount of time.
The only one you know what? Honey, I Blew Up the Baby was not very good. Right?
Honey, I blew up the kids.
Yeah. Well, because you had Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Honey, I blew up the kids.
No, I blew up the baby.
No. Honey, I blew up the kids.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, I blew up the kid. That was in 92. That's where, remember the baby?
Yeah.
That gets big? Mama.
I don't know if I've seen really. I couldn't recall.
And then you had Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves.
Really? With Rick Moranis, all the same people?
All of them. Yeah, you had Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Or Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves.
They had 3 of them?
I think 4.
What?
Oh. Well, let's look it up here. Hold on. All right. Good morning. It's the Plan B Morning Show. It's Brock. It's Hunter.
It's Friday.
All right. Honey, I Shrunk series.
So we're talking about Rick Moranis off air and all the great movies that Rick Moranis were in the time that he was acting. And there was one, the Pet Shop of Horrors, that I'm like, I'm on the fence with that one.
Yep.
I saw that in passing the other day.
So you had Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. And then Shrunk.
What?
That was a reboot film in development.
Not with Rick Moranis.
No,
so it never came out.
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
In January 2020, Moranis entered early negotiations to come out of acting retirement to reprise his role as Wayne Selinsky. Johnston was confirmed to direct.
Brother of Ray.
The Auto Parts King. And then you had the television series as well.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Kind of. So, I honestly couldn't tell you anything from the second one.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a third.
Yep.
Are they as good? They can't be as good. The first one's great. I would have known about it.
Amazing. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid wasn't bad.
Right.
But I'll be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves.
No. I want to say I know that one more than the kid one, the Blew Up Kid. I think I've seen parts of the third one. So I remember them and him and his wife being small.
Yeah.
Just turn the damn machine off, would you? Like, it's like going back to Jurassic Park. Stop.
Quit aiming it at everyone, all right?
What are you doing?
You should be in a lab, not in your attic.
Quit hitting baseballs through the window, for Christ's sake. You're shrinking everything.
We're going to put this super volatile machine that shrinks things into an attic, an easily accessible attic, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing will go wrong.
Hey, my chance. Hear me on here. You didn't get hit by that machine as a kid, did you?
Oh, God. I swear to God. I will murder you.
Here he is.
I know something definitely got shrunk on you. I know a piece of your body that the machine hit. Huh?
Right.
You
That
bastard.
was the second one. Honey, I blew up his wiener.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
Why didn't they do a porn parody?
I'm sure they did. I'm sure there is one. What's the rule 34? If it exists, there's porn for it. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
It's true.
Well, it wouldn't
All
be
right,
for
last
you.
question, real quick.
No, shut up.
If
I'm
you
done
had-
talking to you.
No, just because you're all offended because you got hit by the laser. If you had the machine and you only got one shot, what would you shrink?
I would shrink you. I would absolutely shrink you. I would.
Still be taller than
I
you?
would. I would. You son of a bitch! I'm gonna murder you. I'm gonna fight you. You
Do
bastard.
I get another shot?
I don't know. What would you shrink? Yeah, there's nothing
I don't
to
know.
shrink.
That's a good question.
There's nothing to
If you
shrink.
had- What's really big that would be awesome, really small?
Maybe but like how small? Like, are we going like how small the kids were?
Yeah, I guess you have to.
Because that would be, I mean, that's like a tiger. Like, but if I could make like a teacup tiger or something like
a
that,
little tiger.
like a little tiger, but he'd be super
Like a
small.
like an elephant.
Yeah.
Because an elephant's so big, it might be like, it's probably like an action figure in your hand.
Oh,
you know?
so it's all to scale, is what you're saying. Whatever it does, yeah. Is that what it would be? You're so stupid. You're so dumb. You're the dumbest guy I
What
know.
was that noise?
It's my toy elephant. Look at it. What? Yeah, I shrunk it. Anyway, this is so stupid. It's so dumb. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, we have to keep moving here, Hunter. We have wasted enough time, absolutely, with this. Folks, it's time for your topic of the day. If you had a shrink machine, what would you shrink? No, that's not it. We should make that one right there. No, your topic for today. What's an unwritten rule of your gender? Unwritten rule your gender's code, if you will.
These are kind of like man laws almost, for the guys out there.
Yeah, because do ladies have rules? I think ladies, no offense, ladies, but I feel like you guys are all just kind of on your own. Other than the only rule I know of you is that you all have to go to the bathroom together, which is,
Yeah, what is that?
Heck yeah, I need to go to the bathroom. All right, let's get all 36 of us in there at once. What?
You know what the guys say when you're in the bathroom? The guys are like, they're definitely talking about something they can't talk about around us. And what is that?
What is that? What is it?
What are you guys talking about in there? It's either that or you're doing cocaine, and I don't know you do cocaine.
Well, you are chatty.
Right.
Go to that bathroom all the way. Actually, hold on. There is something I did find. I know why women go to bathroom together. This is fun. This is great. You'll enjoy this. We'll put this to bed immediately.
Are you sharing something? You sharing something?
Yeah.
Oh,
this is why women go to the bathroom together right here. So they can help each other.
That's athletic, man. That's a new style of hovering right there.
You don't want to sit on that dirty toilet seat. So you have to do some.
It's the buddy system.
It's right there. Hold me.
It's clever.
Anyway. So can you think of any unwritten rules of our gender?
Yeah, I mean, I use one of the promo. Like, don't be opening beers with your shirt, I guess. I mean, that kind of, and if you do, go turn away.
I would rather you take a chunk out of my countertop by hitting the beer on it than open it with your shirt. Right? It's not bad, but you're right. Like, come on, man. Oh, my hand. Oh no. Oh, I hurt myself on my light beer. Maybe an unwritten rule is like, don't take the last beer at someone's house, at your buddy's house.
I think that's pretty good.
Unwritten rule.
Good.
Like,
especially if they're not your beers, and he's like,
if it's not your beer that you brought over or anything, don't take the last beer. Is there any relationship rules? Like, what about for you? Was there ever a rule of like, don't date a buddy's girlfriend after they break up?
Yeah, for sure. I think that should just be like natural. Like there should be like a 2-week, down period. At least
there's time. There's so you got to give it like a buffer.
Well,
like
I mean, back in the day, I mean, when you're dating people, it's not like he just got a divorce. That's different.
You go right for Karen.
Right.
Fresh. There's still the tan from the ring. There's still the white spot right there. Yep.
Right. It's that buddy who always dates somebody right after they break up with the girlfriend. You're like, damn, dude, you're just like in the background waiting.
You're ready to go. We
you
always
guys fighting?
One sniper. Can I get in on this? I agree with her. That's it. You son of a bitch. I mean, there's the urinal rule too.
No, there you go.
And I don't know if that's unwritten anymore, but I mean, it's everyone should know that.
How about this? No conversation. Everybody wants to talk standing at the urinal, and I'm like, guys,
especially with strangers. Like I've never had any desire to open up a conversation with someone I don't know while using the urinal. I don't get it.
You like talking to other dudes while you're holding on to your junk? Because I don't.
Why?
It's kind of weird. Can we wait for until we get out?
Even then. Like, I don't know you. Why are we having a conversation out of nowhere, especially in this very vulnerable spot where my genitals are out?
There's a lot of good rules out there.
Let's see. We got some answers here on Facebook. Unwritten rule of your gender. Michael said we will always be wrong. That's a BS one. I think you know what, as women assume, but I'm
so what does that mean? So no, you always gotta just act like you're wrong.
I think maybe that's the key. Like,
even though that's it. I think that's what he's trying to say.
We know we're right. You just pretend that you're wrong. That's an unwritten rule for us. Or how about this? Even like with a buddy, like with your buddy, like you just pretend like he's wrong. You know what I mean? Like just to keep him out of trouble.
Yeah. So you mean like halfway through the game last night, she was cheering for the wrong team, and we both were just like, just don't say anything. Just let her.
She'll figure it out
until she looked back at her whatever it is, you bet MGM or whatever. She's like, oh wait, no, go other team.
I mean, I mean, that's what I meant. It's confusing, all the numbers. Yeah. I usually let my wife figure it out when she's wrong. On the off chance that she's wrong. I mean, that's what it is. So,
which is never right.
Trisha said, "Don't talk about your period to dudes unless you already know they are cool with it."
Yeah,
is that an unwritten rule for the ladies?
Yeah, don't.
I'll be honest. I'd rather know.
Why?
So then I know why you're being a bitch for no reason. You know what I mean? At least I can adjust accordingly, right?
Okay.
I'd rather say like, "I'm sorry, I'm on my period." But all right, now I know. Now I know to back away slowly.
Hey, you know what I've learned? That when she is being that way on her period, and you say, "Oh yeah, you're on your bed," that doesn't help. That doesn't. It's not like you're enlightening her with new information. If she's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you're right. It is. I am on my." No, it makes her more angry. I found that out.
You know this, bitch, but you're being
right. It's because you're on.
Yeah, it's probably because you're on your period.
Never lightens up the situation ever.
You ever want to see a chick go Super Saiyan right there? You just lightning bolts start coming out of her head, her eyes turn gold. Like, oh no,
you have a dark cloud forming over your head.
Yeah.
Are you about to put on the mask? On my period.
Big one for the guys was urinal one. I think that's the number one answer there. George said, "Always get the restaurant bill when you're with the family." That's trash. Why does that have to be an unwritten rule for us? Always get the bill? You know what I've stopped doing?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Arguing with people on that. If someone says,
"I got it,"
be like, fine, you got it.
Dude, dad and grandpa used to argue for like a half hour at the Cracker Barrel table. No, I get the bill. And then one of them would be like, he'd act like he went to the bathroom and tell the waitress,
"Yeah,
hey, just bring me the bill. Here's my card."
I've stopped arguing with people. Like if it's like in-laws or anything like that, I'm like, fine, you guys get it, because this is going to turn into a whole thing. Just take it, fine, and we're done with it. I don't want.
How about this? Have you ever offered to pay for the bill knowing the other person's going to take it?
Oh, for sure.
Just so you kind of seem like you're a good person a little bit, but
Or I don't know. We're all adults.
How about ours? Oh no.
How about we just take care of our own checks? I don't know. There's a thought right there. That has bothered me about culture. Is like, no. Dinner's on us. No, just let me pay for my own dinner, because I don't want to pay for yours. You shouldn't have to pay for mine. How about we just, I don't know, pay for our own stuff that we ate and drank?
Yeah.
Especially because I always get beers when we go out. And like if my family doesn't drink, it's like, all right.
I got that one buddy that's pretty well off, right? And he's got the metal card that he loves to show people. He'll even like tap it on the, to show people it's metal. And right before the bill, this is great. Like, hey, dude, show him your metal card. So he's already busting it out. Now he feels prompted. He feels obligated, I should say, to pay now.
I mean, the card's out, right?
See that, guys? I got him.
Don't you get triple the points at restaurants when you go? I think so. Hey,
and another round too. Another round.
Yeah, before you bring that, one more round. I like that. Any more unwritten rules? I'll be honest, we didn't have a ton of answers. Maybe people don't want to give up the secrets of their gender.
Yeah, all right. So
I'm trying to think if there's anything that us guys know.
I'm trying to think of guys specific. How about? Yeah, no.
Anything I do with my friends that I'm like, oh, guy code.
I
mean, one thing for me is, and maybe this is something, when it comes to like your buddies, anytime there's a, like, I don't know. So I always just say, I don't know. Like if I ever get asked anything by my buddy's significant other, girlfriend, wife, what have you, ex, I always say, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, have you seen so-and-so? I knew he was with you earlier. Do you know where he's at? I can't find him.
Or anything. If there's anything, any question asked to me that involves my buddy with his significant other, I'm always like, I'm honestly not sure. I don't know.
Have you ever had a buddy's wife call you directly?
Not wife. Luckily, I think we've all grown out of that. But I've had my buddy's girlfriends call me, message me. And it's always like, I honestly don't know. And that's my rule. Even though I do probably know, I think that's kind of an unwritten rule for guys. It's just,
voicemail.
Oh, I didn't see.
It's always when we're golfing. For me, in my life, and it always happens where we're like on the 8th hole, deep into a round.
You know what? I saw this. I saw this great video, and it's how my wife expects me to golf 18 holes. And this guy is just like poloing the ball in the golf cart. He jumps out of it when he gets to the clubhouse and like runs. It's like, come on, But it's true though.
Honey, we got 3 holes left, and you look up, you're on hole number 6.
Yeah.
You're playing 18.
Playing 18. Does it take that? How long does it take? Well,
Takes long.
Takes long. Mike said shake twice only, any more than you're playing with it. I mean, that's a good
I break that rule.
Yeah. You're sick.
No, I like having clean pants. That's what I like.
Jesus, man. Jesus. What are you doing over there? I'm shaking.
So you got a shake weight?
Get a quick workout in. Any other ones? I don't know. I thought we were going to have more of this, but maybe guys, or maybe there's not. Maybe it's kind of a stupid thing. Maybe there isn't any unwritten rule.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like
bar. Just go out and do your thing.
It's not like the Barney Stinson, the man rules. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
right. Should we go then?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, good enough. Maybe it's because we're not manly enough. Maybe that's the problem right there.
We can't soft shoulders.
We're little boys. All right, we're going to be back with more. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Stick around. You got them soft shoulders from that massage. That's why, right there.
Yeah, all buttered up, dude.
Buttered up. Anyway, all right, sweet. Well, hey, we're going to get out of here, but thanks everyone for hanging out. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Happy Friday, happy weekend. Be cool, be safe. And hey, find those eggs. Find that golden egg, would you?
Yeah, good luck with that golden egg.
Yeah.
I won't get one. I never find it. See, you cheated because you were taller. You could always find the high one.
Put the golden egg up in the tree. That's why.
I can't reach it. Hunter comes over, cherry picks it. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. No, I can see you. You got your shepherd sling, and you're gonna knock it out of the
tree. Yes.
Egg is mine. Anyway. All right. Hey, thanks again, everyone. Have a great weekend. We'll see you soon.